Hey, my name's Monroe, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about the first 3 things that I think you should buy when you're starting CrossFit. If you just started CrossFit, I'm sure you're looking around your gym and you see people with these giant gym bags that have all sorts of equipment and gear in them, and it's really hard to figure out, what's really important and what can wait for later. In my opinion, the first thing you should grab is a good pair of CrossFit shoes. Now, I wouldn't go to your local Dick's and pick up a pair of cross trainer shoes. I would look for something that is specific for CrossFit and what we do here. These shoes are going to have a little bit of a beefier heel cup. They'll have some protection for rope climbs, and they'll have a flexible midfoot that will be good for box jumps and running. Now, there's a bunch of brands out there that are making CrossFit training shoes like Innovate, Reebok, Nike, and Noble. My personal favorite training shoe is the Nike Metcon. I've been wearing them for years. The most recent iteration is probably my least favorite of all of the Nike Metcons, but it's just a solid training shoe, and Nike does a great job of building technology into the shoe that will really help in some of your workouts. The second thing that I recommend is picking up a good pair of Gymnastics Grips. Now, this will do 2 things. It will help protect your hands when they're still trying to grow some callus and toughen up a little bit. And it will also aid your grip on the pull-up bar and make it a little bit easier for you to learn how to do pull-ups and how to hold onto the bar in the right way. Just like with all of this stuff, there's a bunch of different brands out there and you have to kind of find what works well for you. The 2 big ones that I see people wear are Bear Complex or my personal favorite, Victory Grips. I have made a whole video about grips and hand care, which you can check out in the card above. But I really like the Victory Grips. I like the fingerless ones. They make ones with holes in the fingers as well. Really what you're looking for is something where you can get a nice fold over the bar and create that dowel effect, and that will help enhance your grip on the pull-up bar. So the last thing that I'd recommend you pick up when you're just starting out with CrossFit is your own jump rope. Now, double unders, I always recommend people try and learn as one of their first skills. And the reason is because it gives you motivation to continue to work on your weaknesses and to continue to try and progress with all of these things. If you practice 5 minutes before and after class for 2 weeks, you'll have them no problem. But the best thing you can do is work on a consistent tool. So if you're always using a different jump rope that you're just grabbing off the rack in class, it's gonna be really hard for you to make adjustments and be consistent with your training. So those are the 3 things that I'd buy first. If I had to pick a 4th or substitute one of these, I would look at protection. So wrist wraps, knee sleeves, or a belt. And I would probably pick them in that order. We want to make sure that whatever you're using as far as protection for your body, like knee sleeves or wrist wraps, that they don't become a crutch and that you aren't straying away from working on your wrist mobility or working on your knees, and that you're not just putting a band-aid on a problem. So that's my recommendation for the first 3 or 4 things you pick up when you first start out with CrossFit. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I'd love to know, what are the first things that you picked up when you started CrossFit? Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Check out this video if you want to learn a little bit more about CrossFit, and I'll see you soon.